Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 31st, I think. I don't know. It'll be in the title, Scorpio. It doesn't matter, right? Let's see what is going on for you. You have this sharing card. It says, giving back and sharing with your gifts with others. You have a key role in changing the world in your gifts and with your gifts and talents. You have this beginnings card. It says something new is emerging or a new source of income. Embrace the power of newness and make room for new possibilities. What's crazy is all three water signs had some sort of new beginnings card, just like this. So there definitely could be a new beginning coming in for you. Yeah, I would say there definitely is. You have the Chariot. The Chariot is, and you have the Three of Wands, also a new beginning. The Chariot kind of represents a new beginning because he is leaving this city behind him and that city is basically where he is from. And he's doing this so that he can set himself apart. He's trying to be unique. He's trying to be, different. And I feel a lot of you, it's like in work, business, career, love, whatever, that whatever it is that you're doing, you could be setting yourself apart. You could be making yourself unique. And you even have the star here. And again, I think this is pretty much what everyone should be working on for the next 20 years because of Pluto and Aquarius. It's like Pluto and Aquarius, yes, it's the collective. But as I say to everyone, that does not mean you should just become part of the collective. That does not mean that we want everyone to blend together and be exactly the same, right? So what I would say here is that part of Pluto and Aquarius is to inspire the collective by doing something important in the world or doing something that lifts the world up or creates more abundance or whatever the case may be. And but you also have to be your own unique self, and you have to not be afraid to be unique and to be different. And so I feel a lot of you could be working towards some sort of new beginning that makes you more unique. You have the Six of Pentacles here, which is about creating balance. But more importantly, you have two sixes. Six of Pentacles to the Six of Swords here. Whenever I have two sixes touching in a reading like this, to me, it just is confirmation for your path. It basically says that you are going in the right direction. You're doing the right things that you need to do at this time to be very successful. So I see a lot of success here because you're doing the things that you need to do. One thing that you're probably going to have to overcome is Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is calling attention to your weaknesses. So again, if you're setting yourself apart, if you're doing something unique in your life, like starting a unique business, or just maybe you're just going on an unconventional journey in your life where you're doing things that maybe other people wouldn't do, but you are, right? The Five of Pentacles says there will be moments where you will feel like you can't do it, but guess what? You need to keep doing it anyway. So the Five of Pentacles says do not call attention to your weaknesses, only focus on your strengths. And I feel that will be very important for you, not just this week, but for years to come. I feel it's something that you really are going to need to focus on. I do feel there could be a victory coming in for you as well. On top of that, if you want love, could be a Cancer, because you showed up in Cancer's reading about, 900 times. And Cancer is showing up in your reading now, so it could be a Cancer. Could be a water sign if you're looking for love, just in general. I wouldn't really consider this a love reading. I mean, you have like one, kind of two-ish love cards here. So, take it how it resonates, but there you go. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands says, what are you waiting for? If you're waiting to kind of do something like shine your inner light, which we see right here going to the star, I feel like this is kind of saying make your move, shoot your shot, do what you got to do as far as getting attention on, whatever ideas you have. Or if you're building something, I feel it is time for you to expand with that Three of Wands. I feel it's time for you to get moving. The Page of Cups could be love. So it could say it's time to make your move in love. But, really, he's got this fish in his cup. And I always say that fish could be like part of his dream. It could be, it could be something he is dreaming of creating in the world. It could be something he is dreaming of having in the world, whatever he wants to create. And that fish could easily jump out of the cup and get into the water behind him. So, he needs to get moving. And I know that I say this to you every single reading, but I feel like you need to get moving, Scorpio. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. I feel like there's some sort of perspective shift going on. I feel like this is collective. Everybody is getting this right now, something very similar to this. So Two of Swords is like thinking this or that. It's like the lady's sitting there. She's got the two swords. She's protecting her heart, but she's only thinking this or that way. But there's a new island behind her. And it kind of says like, hey, you might think that there are only two ways you can do whatever it is you want to do, start a business, have a relationship, whatever, but there's like a third way, probably something different. And there's that new island in between her, there's choppy water. And guess what? Boom, right here. You have choppy waters on the Six of Swords. This is it's crazy to me. It's crazy. Blows my mind. Doesn't matter what decks I use. Everybody gets the Two of Swords to the Six of Swords, which is basically saying you have to go across the choppy waters to get to that new island. And what's over there? Who the hell knows, right? But you have to go find out. With the Chariot, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is conflict and competition. It's like sometimes I think we're afraid of things that we know are going to make us successful. And that's what I get here with the Chariot. It's like you could be conflicted about making a move or going on an adventure, but I also feel that it's the thing that's going to make you successful. So, I feel it's time for a new adventure. And again, if you're wondering what it is, I feel like it's something that maybe you're a little bit nervous to do, or you're a little bit like scared, I wouldn't say scared, but, I think it's like there's like a little bit of nerves here. With the Three of Wands, you have the Emperor here. I do feel like you could be, again, if you do want love, I feel you could be attracting an Emperor type person, like a leader. You have a lot of cards of leadership here. So, could be a leader or someone who really takes the lead in life. Could be a fire sign as well, obviously. You have a bunch of fire, but, could be any sign. I also do feel it's saying you need to take the lead. I feel it's saying it's time for you to take control. The Emperor is about taking control of your, of your life, or taking control of something. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this card that says time interference. Time depends on someone else. Third party outside interference. This matter is out of your control. You have this May card. It says travel or change of place, new beginning. Now is a time to seek change. Are you kidding? Literally everything that we just said. Some of you could be needing to move away from a third party, or maybe it's not a third party. It could just be a person. But, maybe it's time for you to kind of move away from that type of situation. I think I said this to you recently as well. You could be with a person that's married, and, that's only going to be for some of you, and maybe they're okay with it. It could be one of those marriages where they're okay with it or whatever. But again, it's are you okay with it? Maybe you're not okay with it anymore. Maybe you're not okay only getting 50% of a person or whatever, right? So, again, I see that, again, that's not going to be for all of you. That might only be for a couple of you, but, again, I feel some of you could be moving on from something. But again, with this third party card, I don't think it has to be a third party, everybody think, a person, you know what I mean? Or it could be a person, but it might not be love. It could be a parent or something that's always getting in the way of things that you're doing. And I feel you could be cutting that out. You have the Six of Swords, the Star, and the Nine of Pentacles here. So the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, and I feel you are very independent at this time. I feel a great sense of focus here as well. She's training her focus. She's got this falcon right here, and it just represents the fact that she's training her focus on what to focus on. So I feel you are very focused and driven at this time. I also do feel that, this is a card of gratitude and luxuries. So if you're trying to increase your abundance, being grateful is a great way to do it. You also have the Star. The Star is a card of wish fulfillment and happiness, healing. It's a card of faith, hope, faith, and renewal as well. And I do feel like faith is going to be important for you for whatever reason. Having faith that something is working for you is going to make all the difference. If you don't believe it, obviously it's not going to be true. We go this way. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. So if you focus on your strengths, then you're going to get strength. If you focus on your weaknesses, you're going to get weakness. Plain and simple. You have the Six of Swords here. I really feel you need to kind of examine, I think you need to look for perspective shifts, look for other ways of doing things, look for reasons as to why you might be wrong about something as well. So, if you're trying to grow your business, why is the way that you do it the wrong way? Even though it might be working, it doesn't matter. It's can you find a better way? Is there a different way to do the things that you're doing? And again, you're going to have to do your research. I say to every single sign, basically all the time, that I believe we're in a time where you have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold. It's most of the information that exists is going to be garbage, but those 1% nuggets that you find from some random dude online or chick online or whatever, right? Some dudette, doesn't matter. There could be some gold nuggets, or you could read a book and there might be one sentence that changes your life, but that's the time we're in. We have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold. And so if you do that, then you'll be very successful. With the Six of Swords, you have the Lovers here. Yes, definitely love coming in for you here. There's something different about this. I'm pretty sure I said this to you recently as well. I feel like this could be a very different connection, or it's the way that it comes together is different, or it could just be unconventional or, unique in some way. With the star, you have the Ace of Cups. Definitely could be, this could be like a wish, this could be a wish fulfillment in love. So like, it's funny that I said it's not really a love reading. Every single time I do that, by the way, it turns into a love reading. But, this definitely could be a love offer if you want it. If it's not a love offer, I would say, again, the Ace of Cups is something that causes your emotions to overflow. So it could be something that you're working on that really fills you with energy that you could do endlessly. So some of you could be discovering something that you can work on endlessly. With the Nine of Pentacles, what do you know? You have the Chariot. And yes, definitely a lot of momentum coming in for you. A lot of success. Chariot twice. So it's like you're building success here, or you could be building speed as well in your life. So love it. Definitely love it. Really good. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card that says, you have so much to offer the world. Don't ever doubt your contribution. You have this card that says, own your time and give it meaning. Don't let it pass you by. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling this, is what I feel like saying. Maybe you feel like you've wasted time, or you're running out of time, or whatever. I don't think that's true. But again, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to get motivated to take advantage of every second, right? So I kind of feel a lot of you could be, really doing that. You could really be taking advantage of every last second that you have left in your life. It's like, I was watching a lady, I don't remember what this was, but it's popping into my head, where she was like 40 maybe or something like that, right? And she said, when you do the math, she's like, I really only have 8 years left, of life, basically, because, we sleep for like, 2/3 of our life or whatever. We, other bits of time get taken up. So really, we don't really live as much as we think. Like, we have very little time. We don't have a lot of time left. She's like, I have like 8 waking years of life left, maybe, right? So, I feel for a lot of you, you could be kind of feeling the pressures of time. And, is it a bad thing? Not necessarily. It could be like saying that you're actually getting moving, that this is motivating you to start moving towards what you want. You have the Page of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. The Page of Cups could be a good, solid love offer that's coming in for you. It could be a water sign. You have fire here. You have basically everything here. I mean, it literally could be any sign, but, definitely something new. I also feel that, again, for a lot of you, this could be a dream or something that you need to accomplish. It's like, I do see some of you like wanting, you have these big dreams, like these big ideas, but, I feel that, maybe it's too overwhelming. It's like, can you break it down? I think you need to take your big dreams and break it down to tiny little bite-sized pieces. You have the Three of Cups. There are also people who will help you accomplish these dreams. Again, with Pluto and Aquarius, we're not going to be able to accomplish like, big things on our own. We're going to have to include, people. We're going to have to let people help us or let people guide us in some way. We're going to have to get assistance on our own. And trust me, I get tons of comments from people that are like, I can do everything on my own. I'm like, okay, so you can create electricity on your own? Doubt it, right? You need someone else to create electricity. Again, unless you're living in a cave where you can start your own fires, you rely on other people. So, I don't want to hear this like, I'm independent. I can do everything on my own. No, you can't, right? It's like, do you go and pick your own food? Doubt it. Maybe some of you, but again, most of you, no. So you need other people, and there's no shame in getting help. When you let other people help you, you're creating more abundance. So it creates more, not only more abundance for them, but also more abundance for you. You have the Five of Pentacles here. Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold, but really I feel for you, it's saying don't call attention to your weaknesses. I feel there are a lot of, I feel this is saying there's like, we all have tons of weaknesses, but it's much better to focus on your strengths, and that's what you need to do here, especially if you're trying to accomplish the star. The star is like some sort of big goal, wish, or dream, something that you are trying to manifest in your life. Let's see. With the Page of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, don't give up on your dreams. I feel like you need to open up a little bit too. Like, again, if you're looking for love, I feel this is saying be more open towards, people that could be coming into your life. With the Three of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups. I kind of feel like you're spoiled for choice here in love. You could have a lot of options in love, or you could have multiple people who are attracted to you at this time. And I feel like this is saying, number one, trust your intuition. Number two, I kind of feel like this person stands out. The King of Wands is someone who's like hardworking, courageous, confident, bold, but he, on the most high vibration version of him, he doesn't even need to use words to say that. He's not going to be like, oh, I'm confident and bold, right? It just is. He just is those things. So again, if you meet a person who isn't barking basically about their talents, gifts, skills, and abilities or whatever, or if they just seem, if they just give off that confidence and all the other things, and that they have evidence. Again, I think we're in a time where we need to trust the evidence. Then I would choose that person if you have multiple options. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords. You've been getting something in your readings about like a past person who was like a liar, cheater, stealer. And so I would be careful. Again, we have Venus retrograde, and I say it to pretty much everyone. I mean, this retrograde is a little bit toxic where it is in the sky, so wouldn't really surprise me if there were like past people, showing up, coming back, whatever. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have the Stag Spirit says, take the lead. I mean, how many times did I say that in the beginning of the reading? I don't know, like 20. So there you go. You have the Skunk Spirit says, know your worth. Yes, I feel it's definitely time to know your worth at this time. Some of you, I feel, really need to tap into your intuition as well here with these cards. I feel like you're getting messages. The Stag Spirit, he's got these antlers, whatever you call them, and they use those to like, they're kind of like spiritual antenna. They tune in. And so I feel like you need to tune into the universe. It's trying to tell you something right here. You have the King of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This person could definitely be communicating with you and making you an offer. So you could be attracting a King of Wands type person. And I feel like this person's bold, assertive, probably a leader because you have so many leadership cards here. They could be like a boss, an entrepreneur, something like that. Gender doesn't matter, whatever gender you're attracted to. I feel like this person's brave as well. I think bravery will stand out to you. It's like they're brave without being stupid. I'm literally hearing that. It's like I feel like they face their fears. I feel like they like overcome things, right? They are someone who isn't afraid to overcome something, but I also feel like they don't take stupid risk either. I also feel you need to be like more brave, assertive, and bold, kind of like standing up for yourself. You have the Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands card, a quick success, quick conclusion as well. But I kind of feel like this is good news coming in for you. Eight of Wands, sometimes we can tell the universe what we want. And the Eight of Wands is like the universe's response. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be getting something you've been wishing for or something that you've been hoping, like some sort of change you've been hoping would happen in your life. I also feel, I feel a lot here. I feel this could be communication, from a person that you're interested in. You have the Ace of Cups here. So you have the Ace of Cups twice. Definitely could be a solid love offer. If you don't want love, again, I feel that this could be something that you're working on that you could do endlessly. So if you have like a career, a business, or something that you want to work on, it's like this could be something that you could work on all day long and never get tired. With the King of Wands, you have the High Priestess. Could be a Pisces, but could also just be an intuitive connection. There could be this could be one of those connections where the two of you don't even need to talk to each other. It's like you read each other's minds. So, there you go. I also feel that I always say that the High Priestess, she represents a lot of potential. So she says that, she normally has no roof over her head. And it says, like, whatever you want to create in the world has a lot of potential, but, potential is just potential. You have to put the work in to make it happen. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Justice card. I feel like things are balancing out. If this is love, by the way, you could feel like you're getting a person who is kind of your justice or your karma. And I mean that in a good way. It's like, this is a person who you deserve after past relationships, that type of thing. So very balanced type of situation. I'm also getting, if you're involved in something legal, I feel like this could be good news in a legal matter as well. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. Yeah, all three water signs had Four Cups in their last row. Four Cups says you've been disappointed in the past, and I feel since it's coming up in the good stuff, you are not going to be disappointed by whatever shows up in your life here. So, there you go, Scorpio. Let's see. We're going to pull 5 main themes here, and so we're going to see what comes up for you. You have this Dogs card. It says getting together with friends. Yes, 3 cups twice, right? Or how many times do you have it? Once? Whatever, it doesn't matter. 3 cups. 3 cups, a card of celebrations. Getting together with people who matter to you. So definitely do it. You have this Fair Woman. It says dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. You have this Tulip. It says great passion. This could be you, I'm getting. But, take it how it resonates. Could be a person in your life. And I feel there could be a lot of passion here. Could be love, but it could also just be a person that you love spending time with, like a friend. You could be meeting a new friend where you're both passionate about the same things. I'm kind of getting that. Next, you have this pig spirit says, beware of greed. It is interesting. I do feel like some of you could be meeting a person. It's like, I feel you have multiple options in love for some of you. And so it's like, I feel like you need to be able to tell a difference between someone who's greedy and someone who is just very driven, right? It's like, sometimes I think we can meet people and be like, oh, this person's greedy because they like to make money or whatever. But, I think that you can come from two places, right? When you're trying to make money, you can come from a place of greed, or you can come from a place of abundance. And so you need to be able to tell a difference between those two things. You have this axe card. It says forces working against you. I don't think anything is working against you, but again, I feel like you need to not focus on your weaknesses is more what this is saying. Next, you have this March card, and you have this Goldfish card. Again, you could be attracting a March Pisces. You have this card that says increase your material or wealth or spiritual growth. So some of you I also feel, have had ideas about how to increase your earnings, and maybe since March, like since the beginning of spring. But it's like you haven't put these things into practice yet. So I feel it's time for you to make a move. But this looks really good, Scorpio. I like where it's going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.